The views and opinions expressed by guests and or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything.
Or anything,
Anyone or anything. Gotta
whatever you want
stress
to
that.
call it, whatever you want to call yourself. We are not here to offend you.
Even if we do, we don't mean to.
We don't mean to.
We got Latanya in here first, as usual, followed closely by my cousin Pat from St. Louis. And we got a couple more subscribers over the weekend. My
Okay.
cousin Leroy, he from St. Louis. Well, he's in St. Louis. He subscribed. So we I want to say it's up to 273, 274, somewhere up in there. Slowly but surely, it's a grind, but we gonna get there.
We're going to hit 500 425 out. I got faith.
I mean, we got what? How many more months? How many we got to average?
I'm not even going there. I'm not even looking at that. I got the faith.
We just need one explosive podcast. T
Mhm.
will give us some material. Give us something to talk about.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
You ain't got to tell me.
It is rough.
Well, we got 5 people in. Let's go ahead and get this show started. I got a couple of clips I want to show, so we ain't gonna waste a lot of time. Y'all remind me to cut the chat on too. Where did it go? Here it go? You are tuned in to Real Talk, where if it ain't real, we don't talk about it. The topics are never ending, so if you're ready for some real talk, you're in the right place. Can't wait to hear what the crew got to say this week. Welcome everybody to Real Talk. I am your host, D. Early. I am joined by the world famous, and he doesn't want to take recognition for it, T. Will.
Don't start this shit, man. Happy Tuesday, Clutchers.
Well, I mean, you well known. All the Dallas Cowboy fans probably know you in some shape,
Well,
form.
they need to subscribe. They ain't my friends if they ain't subscribe. Shit.
Hey, get on.
Need some subscribers.
Let's wrap. We are also joined by Shona.
What's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on? Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a happy Tuesday. I'm so relieved that we finally got the school done, all the floors stripped and waxed, carpet done. We had the golf tournament over the weekend. We got that out the way. They say Cat Williams was out there. I think Eli and Peyton was out there. A couple more people.
Yeah, I saw that. That was fun.
Yeah, and they did a flyover with one of them FedEx planes. Yeah,
the big jump.
That joker was low.
I'm saying it was the big jump though,
Yeah,
but it was low.
Look, I was like, I don't like this. I was leaving, so I ain't stayed for the whole thing. I just heard it and saw a little shadow, and I was like, damn, that looked kind of low. Glad they told me what it was. I'd have been thinking something else.
Something else going on.
I'd have been thinking something else was going on.
They had his initials up under it. That was cool.
Oh, did they?
They said they cut it off before it got to be shown on the TV, but I saw it on a clip.
Oh,
I almost shed a tear.
My good friend Valerie, she don't checked in with us today. Hey, Valerie.
Hey, Miss Valerie.
What's up, my friend Pat? What's going on, Pat?
I'm trying to let a couple more people come in, but we're gonna go on here and kick this thing off.
Oh Lord.
Where Michelle at? We need some topics, Michelle. We need Michelle to come in here. She stayed with the topic. They go Miss Identify.
Right?
My other cousin from St. Louis. Look here.
That's a cool name.
Huh?
I said that's a cool name.
Which
That
one?
sounds sexy. Identify.
Yeah, that is. That's kind of creative.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
I be trying to come up with some creative stuff. I can't come up with nothing.
Mm-mm. I ain't get it.
But anyway, I got a I'm finna run this right quick. I'll, and y'all might figure it out before y'all might figure it out what I'm about to play. But let me get this. You know what? I don't even see it. I don't see it. It ain't on here. So
What? Now I want to know what it is.
I'm gonna have to upload it. That's okay. I don't need it. I don't need it because sometimes a star is just born.
True.
Memphis rapper C Money from the Fast Cash Boys duo was shot and killed just after midnight on Sunday.
That shooting happened in the area of Macaulay Drive and Macaulay Cove. As Memphis police search for the people responsible, WRG's Harrison Klopp joins us now live from MPD's North Main Station. And Harrison, I understand that you spoke with a woman who lived out there in that area where the shooting took place. What's she telling you tonight?
Now this is real show enough news right here.
Craig, Stephanie, good evening. She described...
Oh, man.
You'll understand why. An open investigation in Fraser as police search for the car seen here pulling up to a house off Macaulay Drive and Macaulay Cove before opening fire. Sharita Miller, who lives just a few houses down, heard the whole thing.
I hit the floor once I heard the shots. Well, first I thought, I was like, is that firecrackers or is that gunfire? I said, no, that might be gunfire. I hit the floor, called 911.
Sharita says the gunfire lasted minutes.
I would say a good minute to 2 minutes. I would say anywhere from 60 to 100 shots.
And while it's unclear why C Money died, Sharita has heard rumors of a rap beef between C Money and his killers.
From what I hear, this has been going on since Friday. That they've been back and forth shooting at each other, whoever they are.
And while she didn't know C Money, Sharita says she's disappointed that something like this would happen in her neighborhood.
Any other time, this is a very quiet neighborhood. This street, it's very quiet. I have, great neighbors. We all look out for each other. Those people who came to do that, that's what they do. And it's not indicative of this community.
Again, this is an ongoing investigation, so if you know anything, please call the police. From North Main Station, I'm Harrison Klopp, your news leader, WREG, News Channel 3.
Sometimes we on the scene. Sometimes you just be in the right place at the right time.
No, it was so funny. I was sitting up under the carport with a friend girl. We both just sitting out there, just like we had on like just t-shirt, like our sleeping clothes, because she had spent the night. And I'm like, they came over here. He was asking me questions and stuff. And then he was like, the other person was with him, was running back to the car. I said, hold on, what you finna do? Just have to get the camera. I said, hold on, wait a minute. I ran it. I like, no, you ain't gonna get me looking like that. Let me go put a little something on.
Oh, so see okay. They save you then.
No, I know how to get on the news now. Nah. Should have had the shirt on. I was looking for it, Xavier.
You're right.
When I tell you I was looking for this shirt, I had hung it up in the closet and forgot. I mean, I'm looking in the drawer.
For what? Looking for what?
The shirt. I should have had this shirt on when I did.
Shit. I don't want to have nothing to do with no in the clutch with no killers out there. I don't
shake
know
ass up.
I'll shake it, motherfucker. I resemble that remark.
Shut up.
And them folks out here, they don't care. They out here doing what they doing. I mean, they said crime is down, but we keep getting stories like this,
Now they go
almost on a
Michelle.
daily basis. So, how you doing,
And,
Michelle?
and through them podcast streets, where it is that street, evidently that's your street, but evidently the word on the street is Lil Migo stay over there somewhere.
Yeah, he stay on there. That right
Yeah,
around the corner.
cause they
But
said
he
they
no, his folks. He ain't even here.
well,
He
somebody in relations to him, they say it's over in that area, is
yeah,
what they were
his
saying
his
because
his
he just got
grandfather.
somebody got robbed the day before. They said it was Lil Migo. This is what the streets are saying that all that stuff with Grove Hero out of town, and him and Migo. That's one day he slapped in the
Yeah,
airport and all that. So it's got a whole bunch of stuff behind it. It may not have nothing to do with anything. So everything that I'm saying is what's our word?
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. So that's just what I'm hearing in the YouTube streets.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I mean, God, I mean,
But they dumped old boy. Hey, they dumped him
But what you gonna
on
do
the
though? I
on the
mean,
street.
the morally thing to do that's your boy. But who gonna sit up there and take him to the hospital or do that, and your car shot up and have to answer all them questions, and you probably wanted and dirty with drugs. I mean, that's
They could have dumped him at Methodist Noah. Why you gonna dump him 2 streets over? That's why I
shit.
said you.
so
That's
so
why I
is
say they out here. You riding for them, but they ain't riding for you. Allegedly.
No, I agree. But yeah, I agree.
so
But these
so that's what I mean. I ain't really kept up with the story. So they took his friends took him around the corner.
Yeah.
yeah,
When they left
yeah.
from the shooting, yeah, they took around calling
It's
Okay,
so
wait a minute. Okay,
out of here, out of
I
here.
ain't, I saw the clip. I saw the news report. Y'all fill me in on exactly what happened. What was he? Was he in one of the cars that was shooting,
He was in one of the cars that was shooting.
and they
I
were
walked.
shooting back? So it was back and forth.
It was back and forth shooting. Evidently, they was waiting on them because if you just take a close look at the video, as they come down the street, they was already ready because they were shooting right as they were shooting together.
yeah, but it was 2 or 3 cars that together. It was more than
It
one
was
car
it
shooting
was
at that
five.
one car.
It was
It was
five.
a bunch of cars out there.
Yeah,
I
it was
done seen it
five
in slow motion, and them folks got they had some artillery out there.
So who
Mhm.
house were they at?
At the little Migo
Migo,
grandmama house.
the Migo folk. I'm telling you, they yeah.
The house
And
is his grandmother and grandfather's house. The grandmother got smart and left. So it's the grandfather there, but the Negroes still hang out over there. And
Okay,
it's been back and forth,
I
back and
told you
forth.
I don't know what's going on. I'm saying
Oh yeah. Okay.
who ha- who
Next
who
question.
who hanging out at the house?
Little Migo people,
I'm talking.
cousins,
Okay, who was the guy?
friends.
The guy that got killed.
He is evidently in. He's the op.
Okay, so he came from somewhere else to
And
your block.
right.
Oh,
And 5 cars. Five
he
cars with him came.
he's good friends with Big Boogie for one because Big Boogie was all on the internet, man, upset about his death. And matter of fact, he said he was coming down here for his birthday bash, and he said screw it. He canceled his birthday bash in Memphis like he do like Orella. He canceled it. He said, "You ninjas, man, I'll never come back and do nothing for the city or whatever." So it's a lot of stuff that's going behind it. He got some ties with Yo Gotti. They got some video out there with Gotti dapping him up.
God and
He's a
Dolph.
dog. He's real respected. He's real respected. But from what I've heard, that I ain't gonna say he turned his life all the way around, but he's gotten better. He's one.
Who?
He, the one that got killed.
Oh yeah. They say he was trying to
They say he's
turn
trying to
around.
turn around and said one of his last comments out there on social media. If you go to his social media page, he's telling these streets ain't it, man, and sort of telling the young kids it's a better way. Go have some kids, make you some money, have you some kids, and sit down somewhere. So, unfortunately, it's a little bit too late for that. But these ninjas out here, man, in Memphis, Tennessee, man, I don't
so
know.
So he basically didn't take his own advice.
Nope.
I think it was he was already too far in. I mean, you can't do that for 20 years. And, keep in mind, they've been acquitted for first degree murder. Him and his, he had a murder charge. But supposedly they were trying to unalive the witnesses in the case or whatever, where they wouldn't show up to testify or whatever. Long story short, they end up dropping the charges. But he had a potential first degree murder beat. And if you go out there, they got that podcast On the Porch. Is it Off the Porch or On the Porch?
I think
it's called it's whatever it is. It's what the rappers be on there. They call Off the Porch or On the Porch on there, and they're on there and they're talking about the first degree murder, and because it was originally 4 of them. They had their own little rap group. 2 of them went to the waysides for whatever reasons. They didn't agree or whatever, so it was down to 2. And one of them was the one that just lost his life. So now it's 1. I forgot the name they call themselves.
I really only heard good things about the guy. I mean, they say he was a good dude, because I know somebody that knew him as younger. I mean, he came from real humble beginnings, like didn't have shoes type of stuff. And, but you got to lead them folk alone.
Be hard sometimes.
And see, he was cool with Dolph, and he was cool with Gotti. Unfortunately, in Memphis, these ninjas gonna make you choose a side. You can't like both. Either you with us or you against us. I mean, and that's sad to say that. And he was one of the people that, man, I ain't taking no sides, man. I like them both. But down here in Memphis, they
see once again, these that ain't real people. Because when you real, you know what I'm saying. If you respect your boys, you respect how they feel. You ain't gonna be like, okay, my enemy ain't your enemy ain't necessarily my enemy.
Absolutely.
That's just being real. Like if this person ain't never did nothing to me, I'm not finna have no grudge or something against them unless they actually do something to me. Then yeah, it's on. But I don't know, man. I look at it and I hate the Dolph situation because it's because I like Dolph. I like Dolph. I liked his music. I liked his interviews, and he seemed like he was a real type dude. He seemed like he was just real. And you lose somebody that young, which his family, his family, girlfriend, wife, whatever she was, kids, and all of that. And it's just, you look at it and be like, is this just going to be an ongoing thing until everybody in PRE gone, everybody in CMG gone? I mean, it's like war everywhere, I guess. You can't just wave a magic wand and it all be over with. But at some point, and I don't know who could do it, it ain't no way to come together and be like, hey, it's been messed up on both sides. Can we just end this?
Right. Go make your money, and leave all this other stuff alone.
Well, you know what? I know both of y'all I ain't no Trump supporter, but I know y'all don't like Trump. Ain't this a situation he can help us out?
No.
What he just did. Can he bring the squad? Can he bring the squad down here and take care of these ninjas?
That's against us. That mess. He trying to make it seem like he's trying to help the situation. That's not what he doing at all.
Well, see, here go the thing. We tried to have a unit, the Scorpion unit, and we see what happened with it. When you get when you give power to people who ain't used to power, they abuse it. That Scorpion, what they were trying to do, that little squad, what they were supposed to be doing is really a good thing.
Right.
It really was a good thing to have. But when people abuse it, and you saw what ended up happening to Tyreek Nichols because of lack of proper training, lack of compassion, lack of real law enforcement. That's where the problem lies in it. These folks don't understand how to be in law enforcement. They just know they got a gun and a badge and a little leeway to do whatever they want to do.
Well, let me
That's
ask you a
just.
question. Go ahead, Sheree.
I was gonna say that's just like with the ICE agents. They have been given, they don't have training to do what they're doing. None
That's the
whatsoever.
Gestapo. It ain't
Yeah.
ICE, that's the Gestapo.
But I got a question. So let's take Tyreek Tyreek out of the situation, and let's put one of these ninjas that's gonna kill some folks and all that type of stuff. Would the city or would the world be in the same uproar if
Yeah.
they did what they did to Tyrese Nichols for somebody that actually deserved it? Not saying that they went overboard, no matter who it was. I get that, but
Right.
I'm saying, would you see as much outrage as the Tyrese Nichols, as somebody that wasn't even fighting back or didn't do anything, versus a real ninja that's out here killing folks and raping and doing all that type of stuff? Would the outrage be the same?
I
Okay,
think I think it would be the same.
I'm
I think it
gonna
would be
say
the same.
I'm gonna say this, and it's not the same situation. But what happened when King Von got killed?
Hmm.
Everybody knew what type of guy he was.
They put him on a pedestal.
Yeah, they raised him up
They
on the
made him a
pedestal like
god.
like like wow. And now allegedly, Lil Durk in jail for it because they retaliated. I
Hmm.
understand what you're saying, Terry, but even if it was the lowest of the low, it don't matter. It's proper procedures that you need to follow. Because if you don't, if
We can't have a lawless
No, I
right,
nation.
didn't agree with it. I'm just wondering, what would the outrage be as bad for a situation where a person that would warrant it versus Tyreek? What they did was wrong regardless. I don't care who it would be, but I'm just wondering, would the outrage, the national outrage, be as bad if injured that really, 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 really deserved it? Is what I'm saying.
Well, I will honestly say, even I can say that I don't think any the death sentence shouldn't be, the death sentence by a cop shouldn't be the end all to be all. Now they out there killing each other and kill themselves all. Oh well. But that's when you pushing the line. You pushing the line. Cause if it ain't no outrage about, the ninja that deserved it, then oh, they don't care nothing about him. It's gone. Hey, they can't say nothing when I do it to Tyree Nickel. They can't say nothing when I do it to Daryl. They can't say nothing when I do it to Sharita. So that's why I say I don't think it. I don't know. If they using the Scorpion unit to lock them up and throw away the key, then yeah, do that. But I don't think killing folks. No, they ain't gonna be able to do that.
I wish we can
Mm-mm.
get some law enforcement friends on here to kind of give us some insight to, their mindset.
Right.
I get it that a simple traffic stop is dangerous for a police officer. We all understand that, but once again, it's like going to the military. You know what you're signing up for. So you
Hmm.
got rules, you got procedures, and nine times. No, I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, if you following proper procedure, it's a less chance of something bad happening to you. And then
Right.
you gotta have that gut instinct too to just kind of be like, okay, some don't feel right here. I think they developed that, after being on the force for so long. But I, seriously, you will feel. This is what I think, Terry. I think you will still feel outraged because a person's civil rights and liberties have been stripped away. But I don't think the outcry would be as bad as it was with somebody who basically just was scared and was running.
Right.
He wasn't running because he had, 2 tons of cocaine on him, or he had multiple
2
arrest
murders.
warrants. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't running because of that. He was actually
He
running
was
for his
scared.
life.
Hollering for his mama.
Yeah. So I mean, when you see all of that, when you put all of that together, that's where the sympathy comes in. If they would have just reported that and no video would have came out,
We
it,
would
it
never
just,
knew.
but the good thing is it did get out, and that allowed the police department to say, hey, maybe this Scorpion unit ain't what we need in the city right now.
Well, the sentencing is right around the corner, and trust me, I can't wait for it because I want them all to get what they
What's the
what
max
they
they can get? What's the max? What they
well
looking at?
where the two people where the crazy part about it is the two people who did the most damage to him, one of them is finna ready to get life. The other one got part of the plea deal. He the one he the one that was throwing the baton, the one that did the snitch right there. So he ended up getting the least amount of time. He got 15 years. He settled for 15 years for snitching on the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And he was the one that was using the baton. You remember, there was one guy that kept hitting him with a baton. That's the one that did the snitching on the other ones. Him and the big bulky dude are the ones that did the damage. The one that took the picture of him sitting up and sent it to people and all that. So he's going to get life. I'm hearing the other two is probably going to get about 20 years, and the guy that did the snitching is already told him that he would agree. I mean, would help the prosecution for 15 years. So
yeah.
Can you imagine it? You go from being a police officer to going to jail.
To jail. Man, I wouldn't do nothing to be put myself in that situation.
And you
That's
know what?
what
I
I'm
got
saying.
a bunch. If we could, you got to learn how to pin that link up there, man. Because I would sit up there and text some people. Man, we can have people pop up, man. I want to see. I got a few friends that are Shelby County deputies down there. I want to pull them up. I want to ask some tough questions. I want to see, hey, have y'all had situations that, which I'm sure, where former lawmakers or not lawmakers, but people that was supposed to uphold the law end up coming down there where y'all was, and how were they treated, and what and all that. Well, these are former members, so they can talk freely. It ain't like that they are current members and they're gonna tell these secrets, but they could give some insight on, because it's gonna have to be rough. Because I was thinking, okay, are they gonna keep them in general population, or they're gonna be, because I was always, I ain't gonna say raised up to believe that if a police officer goes to jail, he was mud. They hate police officers.
Right.
So
Who's talking about, the
what?
prisoners or
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's automatic.
But I'm saying, see, if you said, well, they got 2 years, I'm gonna keep them in solitary confinement, but these folks gonna have lengthy sentences. So you can't keep them away from general population for the rest of it for 20 years and 30 years, can you?
I think what they sometimes end up doing is moving them to a prison where maybe they don't, know that they're officers. And I mean, of course, you're gonna find out
Oh
eventually.
yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, they gonna find out. But I
Let me
don't
see
know.
your paperwork. Let me see your
Right.
paperwork.
Let me see your paperwork.
Man, them prisoners is the smartest people in the world. You know that them cops coming down here, they'll be here tomorrow. Man, them
Right.
folks know their stuff before you even get there, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
But it's gonna give me great pleasure just to sit up there and see that, because this has been a long time coming, and I feel for that man's mother and what she's had to go through, and their tragedy. I just want to see them pay the dues. I want to see them pay the dues.
well, I'm sure they will.
And thank God for that sky cam, because if it wasn't for that sky cam,
Would have been a wrap. Never would have
a
heard
wrap.
nothing about it.
And
All
they
right,
would
we're
have
gonna take
lied.
a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about these entitled brats.
Ugh.
Are you in need of a trusted notary to legalize your important documents? Look no further than Terry Williams Notary Services. Whether it's affidavits, real estate documents, business agreements, or binding marriage certificates, you sign it, he'll seal it. With a commission in the state of Tennessee, he provides reliable, accurate, and professional notary service. For fast, friendly, and professional service, contact Terry Williams Notary Services today. Call 901-503-0564 or email twilliams7296@gmail.com.
What did I do?
I don't know what you did, but you don't disappear. Terry Williams Notary Service. He can be reached at 503-0564. He is commissioned in Tennessee. Let me get this to run by here one more quick. Terry Williams Notary Service, 901-503-0564, or you can email him at twilliams7296@gmail.com. And he does weddings as well.
Yeah, and nephew X, man, I could get a couple more clients, man, if you could get me a website, man. I know we keep talking about a website, so nephew X, if you're listening, you hear everything else. I need a website.
He did ask last week about that. You had dropped off though, so he did bring it up, so he ain't forgot about you.
Oh, okay. Because I did have technical difficulty. I don't know what happened last week, man. It seemed like every 2 or 3 seconds, y'all was freezing up, and I don't know what it was. And I kept going out, coming back in, and because it was some fireworks last week that I wanted. I just wanted to sit back and go get me some popcorn and listen. But every time I come up, everybody was freezing. So I apologize for last week. I thought I put it in the chat that I was having technical difficulties, but knock on wood.
Private chat. Yeah, we
good.
don't have that today. As we're talking about these shootings, as we're talking about crime, and we're talking about all this stuff, y'all know where it starts. It starts at home. What? And I know growing up, we got whoopings. Can't do that now. I understand abuse. We got some terrible whoopings growing up, but I even as I look back on it now, I wouldn't call it abuse. It's just nobody wants to get a whooping. I don't know if that's the answer, and if it's not the answer, will somebody please tell me what is the answer? You can't. It ain't time out. It ain't taking the iPad away for a day or two or a week. It ain't putting the Xbox up or the PlayStation or whatever it is. What is the solution? We don't know. But I want to show this video. I want to show this video because I just pay attention to the conversation that they're having.
You don't need to do anything. Walk away. I said no to you. I said no.
Why you being like that?
Because you asked to play my guitar. I said no. I did simply say no, and you kept asking. You said why, and I said cause I said so. That's why. All right, I know. Clearly.
Don't talk about what you gonna do about it like you big a day. Like
no, you why, bro? What are you like 16, man?
I would smack the shit.
Bro, get lost. Get lost. Bro, all right, I can't make you.
I mean, the first thing I want to say is the guy seemed like a pretty cool dude. Was just kind of like, I told you no. Did you hear what the little boy said though? Did you hear what he was saying that his reply was after repeatedly asking him and the guy saying no? Why?
Why you gotta be like that?
Why you won't let me play your guitar?
As if no was not good enough.
That's what I'm saying right there. I mean, for one, why are you even walking up to a stranger asking to play his guitar? Now the guy might have been, you might get some people say, hey, you know how to play, or let me
Right.
teach you a few chords, or whatever the case might be. You might run into that. But if the guy say no, why I gotta give you an explanation? That's like me walking up to a stranger saying, hey, let me wear your coat.
Right. Right.
And when they tell me no, I ask them, why not? I mean, just think about that for a second.
Crazy.
Just think about
Girl,
that.
these children don't hear no at home. Their parents would rather give them and let them do whatever they want to do to keep the peace in their house. So they don't hear no. Like, how dare you tell me no? Why not? Why not? I wish.
I I ain't gonna lie. I got a why person in my house. Baby girl, you explanation is yes, no, because I said so is not
Complete sentence.
acceptable to her.
And I
She
think it's different when it's like an inquisitive child, but he was being disrespectful. Yeah. Mhm.
now, granted, I listen to my daughter sometimes and she say, I just want to know why you said no or whatever the case was, because you said so is not an answer. Now here's the first thing. I
I
never
get
would have got that whole sentence out of my mouth with my dad or my mom.
I was thinking that whole thing as you were saying it.
I would have never got that whole sentence out of my mouth. But then, you know, you living in a different society, so you do kind of be like, okay, let me break this down to you and explain to you why I said no. Okay, so even after you explain it, they still don't understand it.
Oh no, after I explain it and you don't get it, then
Or
this gonna do the rest of the talking.
right, or it's to them, it's not an acceptable answer. I always look at it like this: if I say duck, you gonna ask me why?
You gonna ask me why?
You better fucking duck when I say duck. I ain't just out here saying stuff just to be saying stuff. So,
Mm. Mm-mm.
but as parents, as grown-ups, adults who are out in the malls or maybe at the schools and all of this, what do you do? It ain't like somebody was making a statement and they said, yeah, I still tell these kids, I don't say nothing to these kids these days.
No,
I
you
Heck
don't
can't.
care how
no.
bad they doing. I don't say
No,
nothing. Now
they just look.
you can kind of see some of them and this ain't this little boy's character. They just playing out something because they with their friends. Now, some of them you might can be like, hey man, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And they'll be like, yes, sir, or whatever. You got some, you can say the same thing to them. They'll curse you out. Like, and the bad thing is, ask them where their parents at. They ain't got, like, we knew if a grown-up said where your parents at, we know that's you finna get a whooping. It ain't even no discussion. It ain't even nothing to talk about. You is not finna take nobody to your parents. These kids these days ain't got no problem telling you where their parents at and having you confront their parents. And when you if you do get to the parents, you already know the
You
apple
already
don't
know.
fall far from the
Far
tree.
from the tree. Lord,
Well,
I'm telling you.
like I told you, I keep, I've said it plenty of times in the past. My dad was like the modern day James Evans. So I mean, when the street lights come on, he don't want us heading to the house. We shouldn't be in the house.
Hmm.
When the street
But you
light comes on,
but you
we should be in the house.
but we all tinkered with that.
You tinkered with it. I didn't tinker
Look,
with it.
the light, it pop on, but it don't be all the way warmed up. It'll just pop on. Like it's getting ready to come on.
Like it's flickering before it come on.
No,
When they do that little flicker.
It's like the halogen lights, you know, like when they have to warm up before they actually come all the way on.
Well,
you can see them flickering a little bit when they
right. They
come
go,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They do a little haze.
That's your warning.
Shit, man.
The fortunate thing about when I was growing up, all the houses that we really played at was like it wasn't that far away. My dad used to just yell out the window, Kevin, Dal. And we already knew. That was it. That was it.
I often say my mom used to holler, Rita Gary.
And the thing about it, if you out of shouting distance, that means you somewhere you ain't supposed
to be.
You really in trouble.
But don't you just thank God for having those parents that cared and did that type of stuff? That's what I'm saying. You got so many, you got grandmothers that are 30, 32 years old and all that type of stuff, man. So it's just, like you said, the times are just different. It's just different.
And we can't really rag on them either. Not all of them. Because you got some 32-year-old who became parents who still had parenting instilled in them, so they were able to help guide their children. Now,
no, I agree. But the percentages are low of those. There are a few, so I'm not putting this out there. She's right. I'm not talking about everybody because you got some exceptions to the rule.
Right.
But it ain't that many.
It's
it's terrible. I mean, I just hate to see it, man. And I purposely don't look at the news. It's too depressing. Do you remember when we was growing up where the first 20 minutes of the 30 minutes of the news was really news? And you may have 5 minutes worth of sports and you have 5 minutes worth of weather, and that's your 30 minutes. Shit.
Oh,
you going all the way. They hardly can't even get the weather in. They don't even hardly do sports no more because the first 20, 25 minutes is killings, deaths, rapes.
Breaking news, another shooting in Fraser.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
But this my thing though, y'all. Don't nobody get shot in Collierville. Don't nobody get shot in Germantown. Killed. Them husbands ain't out there killing their wives, drowning their children. Why we don't see that?
I think so, but not at the rapid pace that these ninjas out here shooting.
No, I don't think it's at the rapid pace. I think I know that they choose what to run on these. They've been doing that for years though. They choose what to run on the media because come on now.
I mean, well, we know crime happen everywhere, so it ain't that ain't whether it's a white collar crime or murder or robbery, carjacking, that all it happens everywhere. It's
they focus on us.
Yeah, they do. But again, let's get the focus off of us.
True.
Let's start.
Report it all.
Yeah. They should. I mean, it's like anything else. They should, but they not.
Right.
And for whatever reason, or if they do report it, they got a way of spinning it. When it's the black person.
He was mentally ill.
No, it'll be some. It's always some.
Yeah.
But hey, I used to feel a certain way about this stuff now, but now I look at everything that's happening in the world and all this stuff is just petty compared to what's going on elsewhere. So I just, I pray for my kids and family, their friends and family. I mean, that's all we can do now. Everything is, you're scared to go anywhere. Or nervous about it. I ain't gonna say scared. You kind of nervous about going anywhere because you got to have your head on a swivel. I mean, places like you would think Chuck E. Cheese. What else? What was the other Celebration Station? Or
Incredible Pizza. All those
Incredible
little
Pizza.
places.
That's what I was trying to think of. You never thought about anything happening. That was like a safe zone. Now, man, look.
A jacking.
Look, I know how to make a quick exit.
I know how to not go.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just, you take the chance. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't got nothing against weed smokers and this and that. But whenever I go somewhere and I smell weed, I already know that ain't the place for me. I gotta go because I already know it ain't enough rules and regulations in here.
Nope.
And that's just being for real. Now let's follow with this young kid. And Sarita said this was an old clip. But it's still along the same lines of what we're talking about. So I'm gonna just run this right quick because I could never imagine this happening in the halls of Treadwell High School.
Lord, no.
Stick his ass, Zay, man. Get your ass one, bro.
Security arm was already in a sling. He couldn't do nothing but get on the walkie-talkie.
Well, I would tell you what. Who was that? The principal? He should have unloosened that tie and took that jacket off. Messing with them ninjas, man.
He should have got that tie wrapped around one of them neck.
Man. Oh, gracious.
I mean, I'm gonna say,
dude kept looking at each direction. I mean, he was catching it from all angles, man. Unloosen that tie. Unloosen that tie. Take that.
I mean, protect yourself at all times. I don't even see how the dude walked up on him and got that lick in, to be honest.
Right.
That first initial lick is like, is he finna hit? No,
I think he probably thought he wasn't gonna do it. I think in the back of his, for a millisecond, he thought, I know this ninja ain't finna do this. But he got caught slipping.
Okay. You might have one rogue kid that do something. You might have one. But it was like a couple of more jumped in and was like, let me get a lick in. And the guy was saying, get you one in, get you one in.
Yep.
There they was on that good, man. That good, give them some extra strength, man. Give them some extra energy.
So the guy who was fighting back, I mean, maybe he was dazed a little bit, but he was kind of throwing some weak punches.
Maybe he was dazed. No, he was dazed for sure.
Oh my God. Were you able to upload that other video? Or I'm gonna have to just share it.
Yeah, you probably can share it. I can't I didn't even yeah, because I would have to download it and record it.
While they taking their time to do that, we ask everybody if you can like, share, and subscribe to the page. You hit that little notification bell. Once you hit that notification bell, you hit it again until it says all. Once you hit it and it says all, you're in. You'll get notified for all the different shows, all the different platforms and all that. And over to Show Nuff's right, we have our QR code. You can take your phone. You can do it now. You can watch the replay of the show. You can take your phone and you can scan it. It'll take you right to the page that'll allow you to like, share, and subscribe. We're asking everybody. Melvina, I think you need to the show. We asking everybody, look, like the collection plate at church. If you can bring us five members, if you can get 5 people to join, 5 people to like, share, and subscribe to the show. Who else? Latonia, I don't know if you get. No, you ain't gave us 5 yet. You may have gave us 1. You got 4 more to do, Latanya. You got 4 more. You got 4 more. What's up, Ray? You got 4 more.
No, I can't count. I can't count Mike with Melvina. Mike been on here. Melvina, let me see. Melvina, you got a big family, so I know you can. I know you can get 5 more.
Just get 5. Get 5, Melvina, please. And anybody else that's out there listening, like, share, subscribe. We like bringing this stuff to you. You said okay, T. Will. You told me okay 2 weeks ago, Latanya. Come on now. Show me something now. Show me something.
She might have been one of the ones that got us a few more over the last couple weeks.
I'm trusting in you. I'm trusting in you. So whatever our count is right now, just give me 4. Just that. I don't want no Christmas present. I don't want nothing else. Just give me 4 people to like, share, and subscribe. And me and you good. Well, we good anyway, but we can be really good if you can give me 4 more people. And anybody else is out there looking, give me 5. Give me 5. Just give us 5. Just give us a chance.
What serious question? And of course, we try to use this podcast as a platform to help. What can we actually do as adults to try to curtail some of this violence that's going on in Memphis with these young kids? I mean, because I always hear the main thing is it's nothing for them to do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we had the boys club to go hang out at. I know they got different community centers that they can go to.
That's BS, man. Because you can have stuff for them to do. They ain't got no manners. They ain't got no respect. So I don't care what you build out here. You can build different clubs. You can build all this stuff. These folks ain't got no manners. They ain't got no sense of values. They don't have anything. I don't care what you build around here. It's the group of people that's and I ain't gonna even always put it back to the household, to the parent. I can't even do that all the time because you can cuss them out and they may do everything that you tell them to do until you turn your back or unless they're out of your presence and all that type of stuff, man. I just told you, man, what we need to do, man. And I know y'all don't like Trump, but this is something where we can get together and we can write and we can get the troops down here, man, and just haul all these folks around here.
Okay, but this one, okay, why you gotta have troops to come down here and do it?
Right. You don't need troops.
Well, what you need?
I mean, okay, so you saying that the Memphis Police Department can't handle that? The sheriff department
can't do it now, Daryl. They not doing it now. The police got of them.
You think the National Guard? You think the National Guard gonna come? They ain't scared of switches.
Who? No, these National Guards. The guards they got switches too.
They ain't got no switches.
Yeah,
they ain't got nothing but some rifles.
They got.
Terry, I'm gonna say this. It ain't like the National Guard people. They military training year round.
Well, we don't need them.
They basically call up reservists.
Okay, well, we don't need them then. We need the Navy SEALs.
So now you finna turn. You finna turn our military against civilians.
Right.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing Trump doing.
No, I ain't doing it. I'm against ninjas.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it. Go ahead, Sharita.
But this is the bad part about. Let's just say they did come. They never come and get the ninjas. They come and mess with the hard-working people who going to work, pulling them over, who just going to downtown on Bill, messing with them. It never fails. They never come and get who they need to get. They come and mess with the hard-working people. That's who they mess with. So that's why
we just screwed it. Well, I'll tell you what. If you saying that the head of the people that can get rid of them ain't gonna do their job when we just screwed. We just can't do nothing but pray. That's all we can do.
No, it can be. They can like how we was talking about the Scorpion unit and things like that. But it's just you gotta supervise these people. Scorpion unit was just really out there doing what they wanted to do.
but the Scorpion Union still got that gun that's going pow, 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 or going against these kids. It's got these switches coming at you. They're shooting 100 rounds a minute. So ain't nothing that's going to do to help with these switches.
Well, they can raise the taxes and then get them the switches. Get the Scorpion unit the switches.
Let me explain something about. Let me explain something about having them guns. If you ain't aiming and shooting at something, you just really just wasting bullets. Like our motto in Marine Corps is one shot, one kill. So you can pop, 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 pop. I'm gonna come with one shot and blow your ass away. That's the type of training. That's the type of training that they need. Where, for one, it's got to be something that you really want to do, that you really want to make a change in the city, and you go through the. Now I say this here: you can have the Navy SEALs train them, or the Army Rangers train them, and have a unit, a disciplined unit that's actually out here doing something productive versus just pulling people over because they speeding or whatever. It ain't all about this sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get down in the dirt. Like you can't tell me certain people don't know what's going on in the hood.
They do.
Everybody knows. So you have to be sneaky like they sneaky. You gotta infiltrate the problem.
Yeah. Well, but even if that's what it takes, that we get the Navy SEALs or whatever to train them and all that, I can go for all that. But we need something. I mean, we joke about a lot of things, but it is terrible here, man. I mean, to the point where it's not. I'm not a person that like to go out much anyway. I like to travel. We like to travel out of town, but I mean, if me and my wife sit up and say, let's go get something to eat, first place we going to South Haven, we going to Horn Lake, we're going to Olive Branch. I told her I refuse to go get anything to eat in Memphis. And not saying that, Memphis ain't got some places, some safe areas. I just don't want to take no chance. I don't want to have to look over my back. Or every time we go in a restaurant, she said, why you got to sit there? Because I said, I got to look at the door. I said, every time I have to have a seat, but I'm looking at the door at all times. And it shouldn't be like that. We're getting close to retirement age. We should be able to enjoy our older years and just sit back and enjoy with the time that God gave us got left for us. You know what I'm saying? And not have to worry about these ninjas. Something needs to be done.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna get no argument on that. It's just doing it in the proper way that it's not like what they trying to do in DC. Worst case scenario, they're gonna come in for 30 days and try to, make a big impact. And then after them 30 days, it's just like when you cut the lights on when you was young and the roaches scatter. Soon as you cut the lights back off, guess what? They coming right back out. That's what you don't want.
Y'all can be conspiracy theorists at times. Now, give me a conspiracy theory on this. Why don't you think that they are not hard on the bails to get these kids out? When they get them, they lock them up. They either get out on their own recognizance or they get this small bail and get right back out. What do you think? You would think that, hey man, we finally got them. We can keep them off the streets, but they let them right back out. What is it that we keep allowing this to happen?
Because there's money to be made.
Electing the wrong people.
And there's money to be made. They paying to get out.
The wrong people are making the laws to increase money flow. I ain't gonna say necessarily for them, but it's a money flow that's coming through.
Because who did that? Was that Mulroy that did that changed the bail system?
Yeah.
That's Mulroy.
And what I'm saying is, like, it's like if it ain't if the repercussions ain't that bad, I'll take that chance to go be a bad kid or be a bad person. It ain't just kids in this case, it's just a bad person, period. So when we're having these elections and we're having these votes, and I'm guilty of it too. We need to get out and make sure that like I, you giving these kids or young people access to weapons, access, to so much stuff. What do you think gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
But
They
what
don't.
happens if they get out? But what happens if they get out and they do something to your family? And you know what? And I take that back to, I don't know for all you Spider-Man lovers, but I was always growing up, man. What happened with Spider-Man, Peter Parker's uncle? Why did he get killed? Because didn't Peter Parker have a chance to stop that guy, stop that robber in the beginning? But he felt like, oh, that ain't none of my business. I'm gonna let him slide. He let the robber go. Guess what? A few days later, that same robber shot and killed his uncle.
We didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, my point but that ain't my point is that, like the lawmakers, you saying that they trying to do this for money. If you let these same people and they go to jail and you let them out because it's a money making thing, just say if they get out, but this time they kill something that you love.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They not
life.
letting them out. They not letting them out to come stay
Right.
and kill in their community.
Right.
They don't.
But it can happen. But I'm saying it can happen.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but more than likely, let's say I'm a lawmaker or whatever, and I stay in East Tennessee. I don't care if somebody who stay in North Memphis get out of jail.
Exactly.
More than likely, he ain't coming to East Tennessee, or he ain't coming to Arlington, or he ain't coming to Millington, or whatever the case might be. So the threat is not there for them.
And it's just like Ray just said. They voted for the no cash bonds because they presented as bonds were too high for poor people. So I agreed with that aspect of it because you were having people sitting in jail for months and years because they couldn't pay a $10,000 fine, or I mean bond, or some in there $100 bonds can't get out because they can't get nobody. So I understand it's a double-edged sword because trying to help poor people.
Hey, you know how you can avoid it?
What?
Don't get in trouble.
Of course, that.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know that that's a little harsh and cruel to say, but I'm just
Right.
like, shit. If it, I,
But they don't care.
I mean, I understand that.
They see how easy it is. They see, like, with this no cash bond, I can go and get right back out. I can go commit murder. It's folks out on bond for murder and go murder again.
Well, yeah, we was just talking about something like that. But what I'm
It's
at,
like,
at,
what do we do?
at some point, like, and maybe it's a case by case basis. Maybe it's I mean, it depends on what the crime is. It depends on, why are you committing a crime? Why don't you have money for bail? Why don't you have this? And if it's a situation where you just a habitual robber, stealer, drug dealer, whatever the case might be, then we shouldn't be lenient on you. Your bond should be high because you if you
Right.
constantly coming back, I mean you constantly not learning anything.
Absolutely.
But I mean,
And I say, here goes some up and coming. Well, I hate to say it, but I think they. What is this thing doing? Oh, here it is. We got some up and coming. Show me if y'all see. Can y'all see that?
who you talking to?
Can you see that? Is that
See
being
what?
shown?
Is what? I
The
don't see
video.
none. No.
Wait a minute. Why it ain't showing? Hold on. It's right here. How do I make
I
it?
mean, I know we can't solve this in one night on a podcast, But I think at least getting the conversation started, and being able to like when you listen to the mayor and you listen to the police chief and all of that, it's just what they say just don't sound reassuring to me. And it's like they come with this, and I think they get it from Trump. The more I say it, the more they'll believe it, whether it's true or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's maybe it's not a solution. Maybe it's just how Memphis is, how the world is, and there's nothing gonna change no matter what we do, say, or whatever. Because we trending in the wrong direction on everything.
Ray, you right. $50 a bullet. Hey, you gonna have some slingshot contests out here, buddy.
See, okay, then you have the people who have guns for the right reasons. Then they gonna be complaining. You trying to take our liberties away. Why you charging so much? So in a way, I mean, it's a win-win, loss. Let's while Sharita trying to find her video, let's run another quick commercial, and we're at an hour. I got one more thing I want to show, but I don't want to. I kind of want to end the show with it, but let's do one more commercial, and then we'll come back and see if she can get her video to play.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with recovery? Want to take your health to the next level? We have the game-changing peptides your body needs. Whether you're looking to boost energy, accelerate healing, lose weight, or optimize performance, we've got the cutting-edge solutions to help you feel unstoppable. Get extraordinary results with Show Enough Peptides for All. Call us at 731-420-5627 or email us at shownoughpeptidesforall@gmail.com. Show Enough Peptides for All products are strictly for research purposes only and are not intended for human or animal consumption. We do not provide medical advice or services. Please consult a qualified professional for any health-related concerns.
Y'all see it? That neck getting dead. That neck getting, his face getting done. Don't play with it. Yeah, better call. Before the price go up.
Oh, look at that. She's talking about the price going up.
Before the price go up.
Hopefully we can create laws and establish some type of law enforcement to help us here in the city. And I know, what, it's hard as it is anyway, because the police department, they short on manpower. The sheriff's department, they short on manpower. So it ain't like they got an abundance of officers and they can, afford to lose some to some special unit. But it's something that's gonna have to be done. I mean, it's something that's gonna have to be done. And I don't want it to be like ICE or none of that, where you just start recruiting people and they just want to come in and run roughshod over people because they feel like they can.
Right.
But it's something we're gonna have to, everybody gonna have to put their heads together and figure it out. If it's changing some laws to make it hard on these juveniles who committing crimes, because we gotta start getting them early, because if they get in them streets when they 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it's hard to pull them out because they get accustomed to that gangster mentality, that thug life. So
let me ask you a question: Is there criteria to running for the seats, like Tawana Murphy's them seats and stuff like that? Do you have to have a certain education level, or do you have to?
Hell no. Not if Tawana Murphy, the dumb bunny ass up in there. You ain't got to do nothing but breathe.
Oh, don't you? How that work? Don't you have to? I'm
You
sure.
go fill out the paper
Yeah,
and
I'm sure.
don't have no background. I guess that's about it.
And you just run your own ticket.
That's it. Cause that
Chad,
paper.
why don't you run?
Oh man, I don't need these ninjas running after me, man.
You see,
Hey,
they denied not saying superintendent no more, but
Yeah, vegan.
yeah, they and you know what? I agree with that. I agree with that for right now. I don't think, how could you just reinstate her right now at the beginning of the school year to say, okay, now let's put you back in your job for right now until we solve this issue? I don't think that would have been a good move, because let's say they put her in, it go to court, she lose for whatever reason, which I don't the judge said they don't from the evidence that the judge has right now, they don't see where it's cut and dry that she's gonna win, but it's a likelihood that she could. So you have to look at it from the perspective of, if she didn't, now you're gonna have to fire her again, and that'll just be too much on the school system, in my opinion, to go back and forth like that middle ways through the school year.
Okay, there. Do you see it down there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's ready now.
Team. Open. Oh, call my mom. Call my mom. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Show 4 out
oh,
there.
I saw
Damn
that.
you then.
Yeah.
Open up the door, 'cause I'm not playing. All I fucking know, y'all better open it. I'm not playing. You know how to count. You have to open the door. Open up this door before we break this bitch. Break it. Go ahead. I'm gonna break some up in this bitch. I'm God. You guys must be dumb. I would like that for the with y'all. Do not play with it. You do not like that, but you can't open the door. Do not play with it. Open this door, I'll trash it. You can open it. I will trash this home. I'm closed. All right, we're sorry. Open it.
Yeah, I saw that. I watched it multiple times, and then they had a follow-up video where is it the sister or
The
something
sister.
was taking up on him,
Yeah.
like going off on it. They ain't got to steal. They ain't got to do this. They ain't. I'm like, is you?
Somebody, they just wanted some snacks and toys,
Uh,
but they mama got money. But it's the way they were. It was, you were looking at little adults who have seen
Yeah,
this.
they saw this. Yeah. Yeah,
Cause
they seen
I
that.
would trash this. I open this door, ho. I mean, oh Jesus Christ.
Taught that's taught mannerism right there. That ain't,
Exactly.
yeah, that ain't yeah.
we got a long way to go, and we, like you said, we got to come up with some. We got to come up with some suggestions. Hopefully, I have. I was trying to hold off on it, but I'm gonna try to do my part. Your boy just got hired with the Shelby County school system.
Oh, you got it.
Got the job.
What
I
you
know
doing?
you happy.
I got the job. Yeah, yeah.
What you
I
doing?
got in accounting.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Oh,
be
you finna.
working at the
Hey, let me tell you
board
what you finna.
education.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. You know what happened when you came over there to the spot where I was at?
Mm-hmm.
You finna see that over there big time once you
Mm-hmm.
start looking.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh-wee.
The benefits by itself. I've been saying thank you, Jesus, man, for whew, ever since all that sit up there and took place. So I had to go get fingerprinted and stuff this morning, man. They do that scan fingerprint now. You don't do the old fingerprint no more. They got the when you scan your fingerprints over the thing, man, and they send it to the FBI, send it to everybody. in a split
And
second.
so everybody can know where you are, what you're doing, and all of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You in the
Yeah.
system now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I ain't got nothing to hide. They ain't did nothing wrong.
That ain't that ain't never stopped them.
Well,
That,
I tell you what thing. I tell you what thing. If they do have to wonder where I'm at, they say this motherfucker at the house again. He don't ever leave the house. So never use they stuff on me. They know where I'm at. But God is good. So and what I plan to do is I know I've been doing a lot of research and reading up on them. I'm on and the employees are allowed to adopt a school and do things. So I was gonna go there to Treadwell Middle and do my little volunteer work over there. So I mean it ain't much, but you know, everybody have to do they part. So
I ain't say it ain't much. It is much.
it is much. What you talking about?
Oh man, since you brought Trump up, and keeping with my theme, and I know y'all ain't gonna comment on this, and I probably won't even comment. I'll probably end the show
I
after this.
will.
But I definitely wanna play this clip because I think it's important. And it's really for us to start looking at the grander picture, not the big picture, the grander picture. Because I feel like we slowly losing our country. I feel like we slowly losing our country, and you know, we talking about crime here in Memphis. That'll be the least of our worries. But I'm gonna just play this little short clip, and anybody want to comment, feel free to comment. If not, I just wanted to get this message out.
I don't care that the American government is compromised. I don't care that Trump came in and said America first, but he really puts Israel first. Well, I tell you this, it's America only from now on. Not America first, America only. And I realize that we are all trapped in the hells of North America, being lied to. A country that used to be the land of opportunity, a country that used to be the land of the free. They have to check all your social media to see if you've spoken truthfully about Israel, to see if you've spoken sympathetically about Palestine. Some kind of melting pot. Seems as though we're all burning in the melting pot. Soon, if we keep following Israel, we'll all be burning in hell. Because we know what they do. What they do is clearly wicked. In what book does it tell you killing children is okay? In what Torah does it say bombing hospitals makes sense? In what Talmud does it say that you get to steal the lands of others?
No lies detected. You know, and I like to do research on stuff, and I like to just say, okay, let's reverse this. Let's go, let's back this up and see who right and who wrong. And every time I back it up and try to look at it, all I see is that a certain group of people are just wrong. They're just wrong.
Run that phone number so Ray can call in.
Damn, we sure ain't put the number up all night. What's up with that?
Forget. 214-5848. 214-5848. 901 area code.
We should have that memorized by now.
I know, right? I don't think people have really, I don't think people are paying enough attention that to what's going on, because and then it's gonna be too late for some.
I mean, like, and I know we help other countries. I understand that, and I know it's just we help allies. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we do. But when the president comes out and say, if you speak disparagingly against Israel or you boycott Israel, if you have a natural disaster, floods, hurricanes, the federal government is not going to help you.
Yeah.
How is that America first? it's stuff like that I just don't get, and I just don't understand that. I don't see how we could, say the American people is the most important thing when you know, we sending billions of dollars over there every year, but we cutting Medicaid, Medicare here in America for people. Don't get me wrong, the people who ain't supposed to be on it, yeah, let's get them off of it and get them working a job or whatever they need to do. I'm not saying let people freeload off of our tax money. I'm not saying that, but you're talking about the homeless. Now what we will be about to see is if they go into DC and they say they're gonna clean up all the homeless people, the ones who need drug counseling or whatever, they're gonna help them. The ones that need mental health counseling, they gonna help them. The ones the ones who might just need somewhere to stay, they gonna help them. Okay, let's do that. If now my thing, I always come back to, okay, why the people who they're not already doing it?
Oh,
If they not
they're not gonna do it.
So if they're not already, doing that, then okay, yeah, there's a problem. Let's solve that problem. Okay. And you talking about putting people up and out, where the money for that coming from?
Right.
So you telling me some of that money that's going overseas couldn't be used here in the United States of America? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Because you're saying there's so much waste, but then you got all this money that you
Going
sending
somewhere else.
somewhere else. That does not make sense.
Now,
No.
you say you don't want to donate any more money to the UN, the World Health Organization. You don't want to give them no money, but you ain't stopping that paycheck. You ain't stopping the flow of money going over there.
At all.
And my thing is, they got it so good over there. Education free, free medical for everybody. How y'all living better than we living? I'm just asking, how you living better than we living?
And why they worried about if somebody on food stamps buy a Coke and a donut? That you really?
Man, look, I'm gonna say this. Y'all know how they go. They'll figure out a way to get around all of that anyway. So
Anyway.
I don't even, I get it. I understand the concept of healthy this and healthy that, but shit, if you really want them to eat healthy, you're gonna have to give them some more money. Because the healthy food costs way more than the food that they buying right now. And again, I'm talking about the people who need it, that, for whatever reason, not the people who just don't want to go to work. I ain't talking about them.
There are the people, the elderly that are on like Social Security. Take a gander at how much food stamps they get. Now, most of them don't get, now the elderly, they don't get over $600-700 a month to live off of. Well, how much food stamps you think they get per month? Just take a guess. Just take a guess. A wild guess.
Seem like the older they are, the less they get. So I'm gonna say about $150, maybe $200 a month.
Try 12.
12 what?
This is a fact.
12 what?
$12 in food stamps. That's what they qualify for.
Oh, that might be about right, because I remember yeah.
Yeah.
But once again, here we go. That's what I'm saying. When you got a system that's rigged to keep you down, like how is somebody in their 20s, 25 with 3 kids, they getting almost $1,000 a month?
Mm-hmm.
That don't make sense to me. The older person that's don't paid into the system all these years, that more of that money should be going to them to help them cycle out, live a good life until they pass away. I would think
No,
that's how
that
they
ain't a
should.
day, Ray. Not a day. A month. $12 per month in food stamps for the elderly.
I mean, $12.
Bread. They let it build up. They have to let it build up. And I'm telling you, I've been in this field for a long time. That number ain't went up. It ain't went up. That's why a lot of them, when you see them folks in them line, it be a lot of them in line trying to get the food pantry food because they can't buy food. It's but they were and now they're being taken off of Medicaid and Medicare. What they gonna do?
Yeah,
They can't work.
Ursula came up to the office today and was talking to us about that and saying that, they take one away and then that automatically drops you from the other one.
From the other one.
And it's you just too much money, you just ain't gonna qualify. And when you say too much money, it ain't even enough money to even live off of to say, but
It's too much.
again, we've made cuts. Now I'm all for cutting on wasteful stuff. If we can find a way to cut
Right.
out some of this wasteful stuff, I'm all for that. But not being able to send money and stuff over, to somebody else. That's just not when you got issues here in America.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
I Terry, when we was talking about President Trump, we were saying like some of the stuff we don't agree with everything, but certain stuff we do agree with and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. When you start saying, hey, why are we giving all these other countries so much money? United States, we through being a bank and this and that. I'm okay. I was for that. I was for
Mm-hmm.
that. But now I see you still giving one particular place. You still the gravy train ain't stopped with them.
Mm-mm.
And my thing is, you it's funny. It's funny. The Republicans and the Democrats, they can't agree on nothing. They can't come together on none. But they all in. They rank and file when it comes to this country.
Yep.
The only person who's speaking out is the Thomas Massey dude. I think he spoke out. And my
Mhm.
girl now, she my girl now.
Marjorie.
She my girl now.
Nah, I still don't
I
like
don't,
that
look, I don't care what she don't did in the past.
bitch.
That's my girl now. And she might say something to piss me off again down the line. But for right now,
Mm-mm.
she the only one speaking up. She's
Nah.
speaking up against all this stuff all the stuff that we looking at and saying this right, this wrong. She's standing up for it. So I gotta give I kind of talk bad about her, but the way she doing now, what she's saying, now I probably don't agree with everything she's saying. But when it comes to that and what's going on with the presidency and all the promises made, oh shoot. I'm gonna have to give her a hand of applause for that.
No,
She ain't
I
she
got
ain't
a
scared.
hand for her. I still got a hand for her.
Yeah, well, we're gonna let Jasmine keep handling her when she get out of line. So, but she right on point with the stuff that she's saying, and she know it's gonna be retribution. She already know it. She said, I know they're gonna retaliate against me for the things that I'm saying. But that's a person that you gotta admit, that's a person with some integrity. All these other people, they don't have no integrity, and that's the problem.
None.
And it goes back to what I'm saying about having the right police department. You got to have integrity. You got to have people who, you know, money is the problem.
It always has
Money is the
been,
problem
always will be.
because these folks getting paid. They getting paid to vote a certain way. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't got nothing to do with what your constituents want. Who
No.
paying me this money? Because but if you ain't got no integrity, yeah, you taking that money and you voting against your own self at times.
But you got that money in your pocket.
But you got that money. So if you looking at it like this gonna last me and my family, we gonna whatever. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's an answer for that. Besides blowing up the whole system and starting over.
Right.
And if you man, I be like reading the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution and all of that. Them folks were smart as hell back then. They had that stuff. They got this, and then to back that up, we got this.
Yes.
And to make sure we got a balance of power, we got this.
But it was for them. It was never meant for us.
Well,
I mean, by default, and I think that's the problem. It's like when it starts benefiting us, then they change it. They take it away. Like with what he's doing now. When he stacked the Supreme Court, it was over with. He can do what he want to do. Changing laws, adding this, taking this away from the it's hey.
Yeah, but I mean, even with all of that, and yeah, maybe it when we say it was for them and all of that, you got to think now they had provisions in there for immigrants. So it wasn't just them. It was they knew this.
They was immigrants.
Well, they knew. Well, maybe the word was wrong on that, but they knew that this was going to be a melting pot of people.
Yeah, they was thinking the Polish, that's what they were thinking. What was we 1/5 of what? Come on, we wasn't even humans to them.
Yeah.
So they wasn't thinking about us at all. We just happened to reap the benefits because of the Civil Rights Act and all of it.
But I'm just saying, based on just let's take the color out of it. Just based on what America's supposed to be, they were smart in what they said. Now, whether it applied to us,
yeah, very much so.
If it applied to everybody fairly and equally, they did a good job of writing all of this stuff. They probably copied it from somewhere else.
Of course they did. You know they
probably
come up with
copied it
it
from somewhere else, but nonetheless, that is what it is. Hey, put in a good hour and a half. Great conversation. Hopefully we can come up with a solution to some of these problems that we discussed today. I don't know if we can or not. Things getting out of hand. But once again, Terry, hit them with it right quick.
As always, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. Notification bell, but not only hit the notification bell, hit it twice because it'll let you select all. When you select all, you'll have access to all of our platforms, no matter what time we come on or what show that we do. Over there to your far right, sure enough, got the right, sure enough. Yeah. There's the QR code. Go ahead and take that trusty phone, put it up there, zoom in. It'll automatically take you to that page where you can go like, share, and subscribe. And as always, share to your friends, your family, and all that type of stuff. So please keep it going. Everybody has to get 4 or 5 people, get 4 or 5 more. We trying to build this thing up. So please help us out.
Yeah, please help us out.
And go get y'all some of them, what is it, zip ties?
Peptides.
Get you some of them peptides. Get you some of them peptides.
And don't forget to call my boy when you need something notarized.
Need that notary.
I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna end the show. We don't did real talk for a few weeks in a row. We don't did it for a few weeks in a row. I really want to do a matters of the heart, But every time we do a Matters of the Heart, everybody complain that me and Terry be teaming up on Sharita and we don't be fair. So I'm sending this offer out to any other female that want to jump on the show. That want to jump on the show and assist show enough and getting beat down by me and Terry.
Y'all know I don't need no help.
Ain't no beat down. Ain't no beat down. It's just
y'all come on.
That's if we come up with a good topic. I saw some, but I kind of know how me and Terry think on it, and it might come across as us bashing women, and I don't want y'all thinking that we bashing women. We just be telling the truth.
That just mean that's gonna be a good show. That mean it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, it's good because folks be going. No, he'll put me in that pickle.
It gotta be something that me and Terry can agree on. Because when I don't agree with him, I don't want him to get beat up by himself. We both take that bashing if that's the case. So,
so Shauna, come up with something.
No, you come up with something since you scared.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna come up with something. I'll come up with it. Now, don't sit up there and when I come up with it, no, because I said do it. You told me to go and do it, so I'm gonna come up with the topic. And what's the day? Tuesday. I would have the topic by Saturday.
Gotcha. I'll be waiting.
But I'm gonna run it by Daryl first to make sure we agree. So this ain't nothing. I need to be arguing with both of you knuckleheads. I need to make sure me and him on the same page with that. Then we'll shoot it to you.
Get you some backup, show enough.
I don't need none, but y'all come on with it.
You don't need none. Okay.
They be complaining. I ain't complaining. I got this. But I matter of fact, I have somebody. Don't worry about it. I have somebody next Tuesday.
I already know.
You already know she gonna get. You know she gonna try to go get. Man, get out of here. Let's go.
That's my cousin. But anyway,
he think about somebody else.
He know her. Yeah, he know her.
But that ain't who he talking about.
Oh, okay. We'll see. Anyway, great show. We'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Ain't see the